Okay, so here we have the sample of the Tunisian Smock Stitch that I'm working on for a headband for my daughter, and I thought I'd work through a couple of rows for you. I am using a double crochet hook for this project, but I am only using the one end for this particular headband. We're going to do our standard return row where we yarn over, pull through 1, then yarn over and pull through 2, and continue to yarn over and pull through 2 to work these loops off the crochet hook. Again, this is a standard return row or return pass in Tunisian crochet where we remove the loops from the hook before we then work back up the crochet hook to cast the loops back onto the crochet hook. So this last one we yarn over, pull through 2, and now we're ready to start the pattern. And we are going to skip that first vertical stitch by my right thumb and find the second and third vertical stitch. Pass the hook under those 2 stitches, yarn over, and pull up a loop onto the hook. Then we're going to put the yarn in front of the hook, find the next 2 vertical stitches, yarn over, and pull up a loop. And now we'll have 4 loops on the hook. We're going to put the yarn in front, find the next 2 vertical stitches, and yarn over and pull up another loop. That again, now we have 6 loops on the hook. Yarn in front, find the next 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, and continue to do that in order to build the 14 stitches back up on our hook. Now when we get to the end, we're going to put the yarn in front, find the last stitch in the border, go under the 2 stitches that make up that, and yarn over and pull up a loop, and that gives us our 14 stitches, again, the width of the headband. Now we're going to do the return pass of the Tunisian crochet again, where we yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and we continue to yarn over, pull through 2 the entire length of this row. And again, this is just a standard way in which we work off the loops in Tunisian crochet. Now we have a second part of the pattern to do. This is the second Tunisian row. We are going to skip that first vertical stitch and find the second one, pass the hook under that second vertical stitch right there, yarn over and pull up a loop. So we have 2 loops on the hook. Now we're going to find the next 2 vertical stitches, yarn over and pull up 1, and then working with the yarn in front of the hook, we want to put the hook under the next 2 stitches and pull up a loop, yarn in front, and the next 2 stitches, pull up a loop, yarn in front, next 2 stitches, yarn over, pull up a loop, and we do that to the end until there's 1 left on the row. We put the yarn in front, find that last stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then now we have 13 loops on the hook, so we only go under the last border stitch and pull up our 14th loop. And now we have the 14 loops back on the hook, and we're ready to continue with the pattern. So what you've completed are 2 Tunisian rows, which feels like 4 rows when you consider that you're going forwards and backwards along the front of the project. If you turn the project over, you'll see that the back looks like a purl stitch in knitting, and then the front has this pretty woven look, which is ideal for this headband project. You'll notice when working with Tunisian crochet that it crochets a bit of a thicker fabric, so you want to think about the items that you're going to be making with this design. Pillows, blankets, heavyweight sweater, scarf, headband, washcloth. There's several things you can do with this design. Again, you can see more of my patterns in my bio. Thank you.